In the last video, I bought a $200 engine from eBay. It was a 2.8 horsepower, 2-stroke air-cooled engine, the cheapest one I could find. I put it on my Jon Boat and we took it for a spin. Yes, I read your hundreds of comments about how I installed the pull cord backwards. The instructions that engine came with had it showing the pull cord pointing towards the back, which is why I installed it like that. I swear I'm not crazy. That video is at 500,000 views and I only just posted it just a few weeks ago. So I was like, damn, okay, time to step up my game. We're about to have just as much fun, except this time, this right here is the cheapest 4-stroke engine that I could find online. On eBay to be specific. But I'm not even really sure what's inside of this box. Let me explain why. So for $300, I bought this 4-horsepower, 4-stroke outboard motor. It says it's a fishing boat engine with air cooling system. That's what it says in the title right there, air cooling. So I figured it's kind of like a weed whacker motor like the last one I had, because it's air cooled. But then if you scroll down, and this is where it gets a little strange, it says, when there is no water coming out of the motor, please stop using it immediately. Then check the impeller pump or check if something is blocked. Why is there an impeller pump and why should there be water going through it if it's air cooled? That would mean it's water cooled. If you scroll down even more, here it says the cooling system is air cooling. What? Scroll back up and you'll see it says even if you want to test the motor, it should be done in the river. Wait. Even if you want to test the motor. Whoa, well, that's some pretty bad English. It should be done in the river. Wait, so is it water cooled or is it air cooled? I'm a little confused. An engine can't be both, can it? Can an engine be water cooled and air cooled? Let me show you my engine real quick. So this is my main boat and I got an Evinrude on it, and that is a water cooled engine, which means when you're running it, it sucks in water through the slits in the lower unit and it pulls the water up through the engine block and then it pees the water back out your engine. And that's how it keeps it cold. So if I was to drive that engine through sand or mud, it would clog up the water hole. It won't be able to suck up water through it. It won't be able to cool it. And that's when your engine will overheat and it could blow up or something bad can happen to it. An air-cooled engine, like something like a weed whacker, like something like this, it uses air to cool it. If you've ever seen those long-tail mud motors or the surface drive mud motors, those are great for the mud because water-cooled engines clog up in the mud. So I don't know if this is air-cooled or water-cooled. Water-cooled engines typically, 4-stroke water-cooled engines are typically pretty quiet. Let's open her on up and see what's inside. This box has some kind of Asian symbols on it. Alright, it's got some nice protection. Some of that styrofoam. Okay, alright. Let me show y'all what's in here. What does that say? Engine stop button, okay. So that's the engine stop button. It already looks like the paint on it is a little weird. You know. Instructions, okay. Alright. Couple tools. Some kind of foil thing. Oh, it looks like the tools are inside of another bag, inside of a bag. Alright, let's take it out. This thing already came fully assembled. That's it. That's all there is in the box. This is supposed to be like an assembly video too, but I don't think there's any assembly required. Out of the box, ready to go. Well, I think. Let's see. Don't take my word on this just yet. Okay, there's a screwdriver. Here's the manual. 4-stroke outboard motor. I'm not gonna lie, it kinda looks like an air-cooled motor. I don't think this is water cooled. Alright, so it's probably going to be quite a noisy engine, just like last time. Engine oil. Okay, so this is where we put the engine oil in right here. I wonder if it's already got oil in it. Probably not. I think I can just pick this thing up, and this is the mounting bracket to put on the back of the Jon Boat. And then I just got to put it on there and I can tighten it. I'll make them loose first. We'll just slap this guy right on the Jon Boat. This is super easy. Come with me, little engine. Hold on, I was just carrying it. I think I already found a problem. Look at this. The propeller is touching the top here. See that? It's got a bunch of styrofoam stuck to it from the box because it's all staticky, but that doesn't look good. That is touching right there. I'm a little confused. I might try and start it anyways. Let's see if this one fits under it. Look at that clearance. Wait, no, there is no clearance. It's touching. It's touching it. Oh my gosh. $300. What can you ask for? This is the engine oil in it. So this is where you poured the oil in. Now normally I wouldn't open this up with the engine on its side like this because the oil might come out, but that looks dry. I don't think there's any oil in this engine, so I don't have any 4-stroke oil right now, but I'm gonna go get some. So I'm gonna go to the store real quick and get ourselves some oil. Bam, the 10W30 is just what I need. Bam. Yeah, it's a pretty simple motor. You just freaking tighten it down. It's on there good. Time to put some oil in this sucker. Right now there's none in there. The instructions don't say at all how much to put in here. Just gonna wing it. Let's see if that was enough. Gonna need a lot more than that. Oh yeah, that looks good. You know what? I don't need a funnel. All right. It's almost time to test this guy out. Need to put some more water in there. There we go. Now I'm gonna try to turn this sucker on, dude. Where's that primer bulb at? It's primed. Oh, I see the choke back here. When you first start the engine, you want to make sure the choke is in the start position, and then once it's running, you can move it down into the run position. The choke has a start setting, then like a halfway setting, and then a full open run setting. And when you squeeze the primer ball, it pushes fuel into the engine, and that's really all there is to it. Here we go, country road. Woohoo! Okay. Block wire on the other one. Oh yeah, look at it go. That's some big one. I think it's time we throw her in the water and do a little fishing on her and see how she performs. And I got this trailer dolly right here. This should make it a lot easier to get the Jon Boat in and out of the boat ramp here. I'll put this guy together and we'll drop her on in. Looks alright to me. I think those tires could use a little more air. Put some air in these tires. I'm not sure what PSI they're supposed to be at. Yeah. Alright, tires are inflated. We're getting there. Bum, 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 bum. Just pull the engine up, so yeah. Perfect. Nice. Woo! Will it work? I got this because like I can't get a car back here and it's too heavy to like pull by myself. I could do it, but then I might break my back. In theory, this should be extremely easy to do. Oh my gosh, yeah, grab that jug. Dude, this is easy. I should probably reverse it in. Dude, this is the best, like, investment ever. I don't remember what I paid, but I think it was like $100. Ha! Oh, he wants to go. I'll probably just put it in the water and just pull it up right here. Put the drain plug on in there. Alright, so far so good. Now that it's in the water, it's easier. I think it'll come right off if we unclip it. Hi-ya! This would be easier with sandals that weren't so slippery. Whew. Well, all right then. Hello there, Jon Boat.
I'll give this a push once it gets going.
All right, I'm gonna now let's see if it'll turn on. This reminds me of like go-karts, like in Dreddy or something. I mean, I think we're good to go. Push us out real hard. Oops.
We have a paddle, right?
We do. Yeah. There we go. Wow. It's hilarious. All right, so we're anchored, huh? All right, we went to our first fishing spot, and so far the engine is way better than the $200 one. So $100 makes a big difference. Just casted out our first shrimp. See if we can catch fish. It's freaking hot out here. I might have to drink a beer soon. It's a nice shrimp. Look at that guy. He's a jumper thumper. I'm gonna see if I can get something out from these mangroves here. Come on. I got another spot. If this one doesn't pan out, I'm going for the big cast. I mean, there might be some, you know, swimming down in that channel there. Dude, a big mangrove snapper would be so epic right now. I'm getting nibbled, dude. Oh! Oh! Oh, dude, it bit the head off. Whatever it was. You know what time it is?
Should I catch him?
Dude, if you can catch him, go for it.
Look.
There you go.
Amy, let's go with your pants and everything.
Heck yeah. They're the 90s throwback. Time to move spots. Woo! This is a good spot. Hold the red button down and she'll turn right off. I kind of like this little thing. For $300?
I mean, it's getting us around.
Yeah, it's getting us to where we need to go. Come on, baby. You know you want it. Come on. Well, the fish aren't biting here. I got one more spot. It's kind of deep. It's got a good current, and I've seen some big mangs just chilling there. Put the choke on start. We're in the secret spot now, the secret not so secret spot. We've arrived at our destination. Oh! Oh! I got one! No! No! Dude, I got nailed and then
he left you for the... Yeah.
he left me with the kelp. There's no way they're gonna be able to resist these big shrimp. I know, I was thinking the same thing, maybe a smaller hook, but if it's a big fish... Oh! Oh! I just got such a good hit on my big live shrimp.
I have a fish.
Oh, you got a fish? Oh, yeah! Let me get a little shot of this guy. A little... Heck yeah, look at him. That's a cool fish. There's no way they can resist.
Oh no.
That flew right past my head. Impressive. Is the shrimp still on there?
That's why I told you, Brad.
I'm gonna toss this big shrimp right out in there. I hear a boat coming, but I'm gonna keep fishing anyways. Come on, some big take this shrimp. Some big take this shrimp. Oh, I'm hooked up, I'm hooked up. Yeah. Dude, I'm hooked up on a nice Grover. Look at him. Oh. Yeah, dude. He's a slaughteroo. He's snapping like a snapper. He's got some juice on him. Stoked, man. I'm stoked. Ah, I love catching fish. Yeah, you're on? What is that? Oh!
No, it's something else. It's a cuda.
Is that a barracuda? Oh, dang.
I thought it was a snapper for some reason.
You want a pair of pliers? That's a bad, mean boy. Oh, he got it in there good, too.
See you, buddy.
There he goes, off to terrorize the other fish. That's the thing with fishing. It's like, you might have good spots, but if they're not biting, you gotta move and you gotta just find them. Find where they're biting. Oh, I just got bit. I just got bit. Oh, my bad. Oh my gosh. The Jon Boat is a lot smaller than my other boat.
You're good. I almost hit you in the face. And then...
Yeah. Oh, you got another schoolmaster? Yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, dude, I got a fish. Little fish. Oh, he let go right at the boat. He was just hanging onto the back of it.
Yeah, in his mouth, just swimming with it.
Yeah, what a sick little fish. I got him. A little mangrove snapper. Mine's tiny. He looks, he's like wider than the other. Ooh.
He's kind of chubby.
Yeah, he's a little chubby one. I got a little baby squirty one. A grunt. If he was bigger, I would have kept him because I like grunt and there's no size limit on them. He's grunting. This fish feels kind of good, I think. Oh yeah, dude. Man, he's kind of like a chunky monkey. Think I got a nice fish. Oh, he's a decent schoolmaster. Oh yeah, that's a fatty schoolmaster right there. I even got the shrimp back out of his mouth. Ramming speed. Woo! All right. Hey, that got us up on there pretty good. Woo! Pretty cool. Nice.
We'll wait to get stuff off.
There, that should hold it. And drop this guy back down. Oh, hey squirrel, what are you doing by the bees? Awfully suspicious.
I would say when you do this by yourself.
We're gonna go over the engine in just a moment, but first I throw some breadcrumbs, cornmeal, and the red, white, and blue sweet heat seasoning into a bag. Then I'm gonna use a spoon to scrape all the scales off of the mangrove snapper, and once all the scales are removed, I'm gonna take my knife, cut a slit into the fish, pull the guts out, and I also pull its gills out. And now we got a clean snapper. I dry the fish off and throw it into the bag and shake it up. Shake and bake. Then we drop the snapper in some hot peanut oil and let it fry until we get a nice golden brown crust on the whole fish. And dang, that came out looking perfect, and the taste you just can't beat. White, flaky, and crispy fish. Yum. And Captain Kitty also gets a little bit of fish too. It's been 3 weeks since I took this boat fishing with my buddy, and I purposely left it out here, not under the deck. So the engine, it's been getting rained on. The boat's kind of full of water. We had 2 tropical depressions in the last 3 weeks. That's why my main boat is out of the water. And the reason I left this boat kind of out here in the rain, in the sun, in the heat, I want to battle test this for y'all. I didn't put any corrosion protection on it or anything like I normally would do. This is what happened. I'm pretty impressed. All that happened was the top of the exhaust is a little rusty, but this part's not rusty at all. It's just this very tip of the exhaust has some rust on it. There's some washers in here that are a little rusty. It's not terrible. That one. Here's the other one. And that one. That's all the rust that I can see on top. The back, this all looks pretty good. Nothing too bad. There is some of this white stuff forming on the engine block, but kind of just rubs right off. It's like this white powder. Everything looks good. The primer ball, everything still works. A little bit of rust right there. These all look good. Everything here looks good. Now the engine, you can see that. It touches a tiny bit. It looks like it kind of chafed away part of the prop. I mean, the prop is like probably the cheapest prop you could ever find. On the $200 engine, this guy right here, Jesus, why is my net on it? The prop on the $200 engine is made out of metal and not plastic, and it's a little smaller. That's a nicer prop on the cheaper engine. So I might take the prop off of that engine and put it on this one. This engine is so much more quiet than that one. It's still kind of loud, but it's pretty quiet. I was able to have a conversation while we were driving. The other engine, I can't even hear myself when I'm talking. So the other one is crazy loud. This one's manageable, not too much rust on it. And I didn't wash it down after I used it in the salt water here. Although it did rain like the next day, so it kind of washed itself off, but I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought the whole thing was just gonna rust out and it was gonna be terrible. Just a tiny bit of rust, which it really shouldn't be rusting. My Evinrude sits in the water. I use this engine so much. It's always got salt water on it and it doesn't have any rust on it. This thing also didn't cost $300. After sitting for 3 weeks, let's prime the ball up here. Prime some fuel into it. Let's see if it turns on. Oh, and obviously this is an air-cooled engine, not water-cooled. There's no impeller pump in there. It doesn't suck up water or any of that. I don't know why the eBay ad and the instructions say don't run it out of the water, because I don't know. Turn the choke on. I also found that give it a little bit of throttle for it to start. It helps it start a lot easier. Heck yeah, there we go. Still works. Freaking. All right, my final thought. For $300, if you can't afford anything else and you're just trying to fish a pond or a lake and you're not trying to go too far, I would say so far it's been super reliable. I was able to turn it off, go from spot to spot, turn it back on, turn it off, on. It always worked. The pull cord is super easy to use. I like it. I would say it's worth the $300. Now, I will say this though. The $200 engine you saw in my last video, that was super loud. It was hard to pull start. The 2.8 horsepower, two-stroker. I don't think that was worth $200, but this is definitely worth $300 right here. The top speed is about the same as the $200 engine. We had a little more weight on the boat, but we were only doing about 5 miles an hour at top speed. It's not gonna get you where you wanna go super fast, but it'll get you there. Hardly used any fuel at all. You know what I gotta say? Yeehaw! Thanks for watching this video to the end. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this engine. Would you put this on your boat or on your Jon Boat, or maybe keep it as a backup or something? I don't know. Leave a comment. Say what's up. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, you can support the channel by heading over to rwboutdoors.com. Get yourself some merch, some seasonings, some fishing rigs, some stickers. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Cheers.